But the buying up all of the hip hop memorabilia,
the Tupac ring and all that shit.
even if that's not your intent, you gotta know how it comes off. The cam ain't that shit.
I actually disagree with what he's saying here. I always thought that came off like Drake. Drake couldn't be a culture vulture because he was such a student and he cared so much about culture. Like the niggas paid millions for Pharrell jewelry because he wanted to have a piece of history. Someone who's a culture vulture wouldn't value history and wouldn't value these really like ancient but historic type pieces. Like you would care about the Dipset jacket if you didn't feel.
Man, I'm telling you, boy, the boy, if you can find somebody like a pause, boy, if you can find somebody that fight for you like a act is fighting for Drake, boy, hey, you found the one. Put a ring on it. All right, put a ring on it.
Or understand the impact of when Cam was rocking that pink jacket, just like going crazy. So I disagree with Joe on this part. Like I really think that Drake's attention to detail and also him owning Pusha T's mic, I think that's been him. Like, no, I really love this shit. That's him showing, you know what I mean? Yo, I want to have all this because not only do I feel I'm a part of it, I've been where I'm at now, and even me getting to the point of being considered one of the best is me being encouraged by all these people. So I never thought that was like, oh, that looks like you're a culture vulture, and I don't think so at all.
Yo, he got it. I'll tell you, it's two reasons that Ack is doing this. It's one or two, or maybe both. He either getting financed or getting fucked. One of the two. Either he getting financed by Drake or he getting fucked by Drake. One of the two. Or it might be both of them. I don't know. She's crazy.
The Apollo, even if that's not your intent, you gotta know how it comes off. The fucking going.
Somebody says, well, then he turns around and says, melted those shades. Yeah, he's beefing with the guy, man. Like he doesn't like Pharrell. They're beefing. So yeah, he bought it.
Allegedly.
Because he had admiration, but then he gets into it, and because of the circumstances, he melts it down. Well, he didn't really melt it down because you've seen it in the Family Matters video. He just said he melted it down. So again, just like the what's the name of that shit? Just like the mic with Pusha T, he said, yo, the signature faded. No, he didn't. What he's gonna say because he's trying to slide the other nigga. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I don't take him owning pieces or important pieces of hip hop history as in culture vulture. I think that kind of means that's how dedicated and how much this shit has inspired him for him to get to the position he's at. We can disagree if you don't think so.
I completely disagree. This is Kendrick, not Kendrick, but this is Drake's way of saying getting his revenge. Because keep in mind, I played that video clip when he said that he wasn't the cool kid in school. So now Drake is in the position of what he's in. Now he's like, nah, nanny boo boo. Now look at me, I'm on top. So I'm about to take everything that y'all love, and it's mine. Because watch, see, this is why I disagree with you. Because I remember Drake in the interview saying that he wasn't the cool kid in school. So now he's getting his revenge. What was the interview? Let me see if I can find that interview. Yeah, that he always felt like an outsider. So this is Drake's revenge, right? Because he always said that he felt like an outsider. He didn't feel like he was a cool kid. He was never accepted. So now that he's in the position that he's in, now he's getting his lick back. Now he's getting his payback.
Melissa asks, tweets, Drake claims he wasn't cool in high school. What made you uncool?
I just didn't, it wasn't that I wasn't cool, it was that the kids that were cool, I wasn't on their wavelength, which made me sort of uncool, I guess. So it was, I just always felt like an outsider. I went, when I was in Forest Hill, it was an all Jewish school, and just being biracial, but still being Jewish, so I was kind of connected to the kids, but sort of distant. And when kids are young, they don't necessarily comprehend everything. Right. So it can get a little cruel and a little mean.
This is it. This is it right here. Trauma. Now he's getting his lick back. This is it right here. He got teased. He got bullied. Probably got made fun of. So now he's in a position like, yeah, I'm gonna get my lick back. This is it right here.
Yeah. I mean, I got it. I got it. They don't necessarily comprehend everything, so it can get a little cruel and a little mean.
Teased a lot?
Yeah. I mean, I got it. I got it. Definitely.
Were you raised Jewish by your mom?
Mm-hmm. Not only that. Let's go to this moment.
I never heard anybody say that in the last few weeks. We all are across the world, with this, with the person that's currently in that position, and having that energy trickle on down. But that line is just me speaking to the other side of things, which is sometimes some of my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end.
He talks about that a lot. Even to this day, he says some of his blackest friends are still cruel. His blackest friends, which is the craziest thing. I would never get over Drake saying that. This nigga said some of his blackest friends. So he's talking about back then and current, the present moment. So he getting teased just like he, was in, back then, and still getting teased now. So this is his get back. But I don't know. It still baffles me why Drake says some of my blackest friends. I have never heard a black person say that. So this is the root of Drake, in my opinion. This is why he is what he is. This right here. What you heard just a few minutes ago, and this right here. All right.
as cruel on the other end. You know, we all are across the world, you know, with this, you know, with the person that's currently in that position, and, you know, having that energy trickle on down. But that line is just me speaking to the other side of things, which is like, yo, sometimes, like, you know, some of like my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end. You know, by making you feel excluded, or making you feel like you can't get in on this. And sometimes
He felt like that back then, and he still feel like that, because he's talking about current Drake. So he felt like that, probably elementary, high school, middle school, and still to this day, he still feel like that. Even with the success that he has, even with the money that he has, he still feels like that.
Sometimes I do feel like if, you know, sometimes I don't feel celebrated when I know maybe somebody else will be celebrated for those accomplishments. You know, I don't feel like people say when Drake is the artist of the decade, I don't think anybody says, wow, a black artist is the artist of the decade. I don't think anybody says that, really. I never heard anybody say that in the last few weeks.
Well, I've never heard a black artist say, well, some of my blackest friends can be cruel. Maybe that's why. Maybe because you don't identify yourself as a black man. Because I will say every single time I hear him say that, I'm going to repeat this over and over again. Drake, you don't even identify yourself as a black man, because if you did, you would not have said, well, you know, some of my blackest friends could be cruel. That's crazy. I've never heard a black person say my blackest friends. Only non-black people talk like that. So you don't even identify yourself as a black man, man. This is the root of why this is the root of why Drake is doing of why he is who he is and why he's doing the things that he's doing. This is it. Well, let's continue.
in the Atlantic, just slang from the, like, I've never been around Drake and Kendrick. Shit, I hardly even been around either of them niggas. But to hear Kendrick say, you run 21, did you get your link? It's like, oh, you noticed that too? Because I noticed that. I get what you're trying to say. And you're probably the only person that can say it and it'd be effective and impactful. So when you say, do we think he cares about this stuff? I mean, I won't answer it, but
I will.
Maybe.
Yes, maybe. Okay.
Maybe. These niggas be...
Now, hearing what you heard right here, knowing that Drake been teased, Drake probably been bullied, do you think he's buying these souvenirs, these hip hop historical, souvenirs to appreciate it or to conquer it? This is his revenge. No, he don't appreciate this shit. He just want to own it because he feel like this is his get back. Right? He wants to conquer. He wants to conquer it, and he wants to own these possessions. Not to. Damn, hold on. Oh, it's cold in here. Hold on, I'm about to turn this damn AC down. It's cold as hell. But that's just my opinion. Hold on 1 second. So this is his get back. This is his way of sticking it to all the people that made fun of him, and probably still currently doing it, because this is Drake. And 4 years ago, this video was made 4 years ago, so he still feels like this. 4 years ago, so he still feels the same as he did in this video. He still feels the same as he did 13 years ago when he said this. He still feels